We sweep up and down. So if you're just joining, we start at first touch on the playlist. Close your eyes. Just one more time. May this be a day of reverence, of continuity, and a day of respect in all directions. Respect for ourselves, our voices, the way in which we have changed, the way in which we are changing. Respect for each other. All of us. All of it. Three, two, and one. Shake it out. Step to the top of your mat. Step your left foot back and interlace your fingers, reaching up high. Bending your right knee. Exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg, draw your ribs back. And then inhale up. And exhale down. To rise. To fall. Inhale. Exhale. Let it move. Let it quicken. Let it move through you and with you. And then keep your hands up high and your hands to the right side. And upright to step and to change. Right foot steps back. Inhale, hands up high, left knee bends. And exhale, sit down. To rise. And fall. Hands high, to the right, to the left, excuse me. Upright and hands down. Step yourself back, find downward facing dog. Pedal it out, one knee bends, one hand to press. Opposite heel, opposite hand. And then knees down. Adding blocks if you choose. Get a little more space in your shoulders, heels of your hands on the back edge of the block, and then hips to your heels. Good, rising up. Tuck of the toes, hips up high, heart back. And then hands, knees. Child's pose. As you draw your hands back, lift your hips, lift your hands, and sweep wide, return. Child's pose. Into hands, knees, out to dog. Find your pace. Rising up. And folding down. So yours, not mine. Building your practice, your breath, your postures. But allowing the movements to make a little bit of heat. until they become familiar. And in the familiarity, there may be a quiet. A normalcy, right? Just a continuity. I know this. I am this. This is mine. The more we know of that, we can give ourselves a steadiness if it's required. Just the that this day resembles yesterday, resembles tomorrow. It is steady. It surrounds us. To meet in downward facing dog. Good. Set your blocks aside. And taking your strap, come onto your back. Take your strap behind your knees. Good. Holding the strap at the outer edge of your knees, pull with your elbows wide to bring your shins and thighs down. And then press your heels high, flex your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, knees bend, draw it in. So arms are very strong, legs are very strong. It's this little sort of tug of war. And it draws the breath, that little extra action, that little extra effort builds the breath. Good. And keeping that rhythm, just close your eyes. More fully in the body, more fully in the breath. As we get into the Kriya, I will speak less and less and make more and more space for you. A place of quiet today in the midst of a little bit of noise on this November 4th. To quicken. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ha. Set it aside. So your strap is set aside. Hands on shins. Left leg long, left hand overhead, and left hand back to shin. Right leg long, right hand overhead. Right hand to shin. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. So anchoring, as though there was a great belt across your belly, connecting you to the ground. Move from there, arms, legs, mobile and easy. Navel strong and steady. Work here, or extending your legs, open your arms wide, a little moment's remembrance of the power of our Nabi Kriya in our last sequence. If it's too much, stay with one hand, one leg at a time. Otherwise, steady right here. Using this warm-up as a means of building our seat with the crease of our hips, strengthening our navel to hold our heart high, building our circulation, our breath, the energetic flow through the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on shins. Settle. Feel. Feet flat, hands on thighs. Pause a beat. Just feel the abdomen open. Reverence and respect. Right knee to the chest. Left hand to the thigh, drawing in and building half happy baby. So right heel over the knee, right hand behind the thigh or the outer shin or the outer foot. Bring your right knee down. Softening the right hip as though opening a blossom, as though opening a clenched fist. The right hip releases. Change sides. Right foot flat, right hand to thigh. Left knee comes in, left heel over the knee. Holding the outer ankle, outer foot, bring it down. Softening the left hip, left jaw, left side shoulder, the whole body opening, shifting, and then feet flat. Putting a block between your thighs, a block to the left side of your left hip, arms wide. Hips up and over to the right, draw your knees up and your feet up to drop across, outer knee to the block. Inhale up. Exhale as you come across, find that turn if you need to, set the block aside or set it up taller, and then to the center. So the shoulders stay square, and as the knees turn left, the hips turn and the spine is revolved. One more time, inhaling up center, arms wide, and the left knee down to stay. Left hand to the right thigh, drop your right shoulder. Soften your inner thighs, turn at the navel, and sweep the right hand overhead, and then wide out to the right and all the way down toward the hip. And then inhale, just skimming the floor, up and overhead, wide and down. Right arm out wide, take it now into the right lung. The right armpit, the right palm of hand. And back to center. Feet flat, hips square. And the block goes to the right side now if you're using it. Hips up over to the left. Lift your heels and drop to the right side. Oh. Good. Inhaling up to the center, exhaling to drop over. And just aware that the shoulders are square, the spine neutral, and as your knees turn, the base of the spine revolves, rinsing through. Stay, left hand reach overhead, and then left hand wide and down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. To up and to down, to up, stay. To the center, to the feet flat. Good morning. A sanctuary of practice. Block set aside. Draw your knees to your chest. So modifying your stretch pose, absolutely correct for you. Most modified, head on the floor, hands on the shins. If you're pregnant, knees very wide. Otherwise, full posture, legs long. Find a whisper of ha wherever you are. Close the mouth, out the nose. Now you may stay right here, keeping that breath, or draw your right knee back and reach into your fingers, reach into your toes. Practicing with one leg at a time until we get to day 30 is a way to make sure that the aspects of stretch pose that we're looking for are accessible to us, and we're not just harming our bodies, but we're really ready. Five, 4, 3, keep the breath, change the legs, go. Keep the breath. Knees together, keep the breath, legs extend, keep the breath, and work right here. Five, 4, 3, 2. Draw your knees to your chest, head and shoulders to the floor, feet to the floor, palms open, legs long if you choose. Feel. So one of the benefits of meeting 40 days in a row is that I can bring you into the very heart of the benefits a little at a time. Instead of a pose knocking us over, the pose can build us up from inside. Draw your knees into your chest. Lift your head and shoulders, tuck your chin. So modified, hand over shin, hand behind head. Otherwise, hands on chin, elbows in, whisper of ha. Close your mouth, out your nose. On your cycle, long, smooth breathing. If you're pregnant, head, shoulders on the floor, find full half happy baby. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, feet down, arms wide, legs long, starfish, go. Walk your feet in, hold your shins, bring it up to a cross-legged seat, please. So on the edge of a blanket, on the edge of a block, or if the floor is not correct for you, sitting on your chair. Feet flat, thighs parallel to the floor, hands up high, palms face forward. Draw your shoulders down and wide. Hands wide, good. And then exactly in between. Just fold your fingers in, pull your thumbs away, open your palms, open your heart, open your back. Whisper of ha. Feel it in the navel, a little pulse, like a little bead of light going to the crown of the head. Keep that, exactly that. Just put your lips together, go out the nose, like a little puff of breath. And then soften it by half. Without hurry, without aggression, an act of reverence, an act of respect. I am here. I am here. I am this. So simple. Five, 4, 3, 2, bring it up, inhale. Hook your thumbs, open your hands, heart up. And then exhale right here, drop your shoulders, settle, inhale. Pause the breath, feel it build in the chest. Heart up, chin in. Exhale. Inhale, one more. Pause, lift the pelvic floor, heart up, chin in, stay 3, stay 2. Release the hands, the binds, and the breath. And again, what keeps coming through this sequence for me is beauty. Legs out long, shake out the feet, shake out the knees, and then sit with the heels wide. Good. Hands up high. You are beautiful. Outside and in. Hands on either side of the thigh. A forward fold. Inhale up. To the left. Inhale up. A hint of a smile. Eyes closed. Breath in and out the nose. As your fold grows, the hands moving towards the calf or the heel. As you're ready, arms stay beside the ears. Might be just the fold of an inch or 2. Or the hands folding, the body folding, without touching the floor. So use the support of your hands or not. Feel the beauty of the posture. Respect your body. That we are tender, but we are mighty. Good. One more. Folding left. Hands wide and behind you, leaning forward and back. Inhaling, inhaling up, exhaling to fold. So step 1, hands are back to broaden the chest so that you're not rounding as you fold. If this is best, work here. Fingertips inside as neck, support the low back, sitting tall. Working on hands widen inside the calves. Keep your fingertips right where they are. Work there.
Moving on, hands on shin. So each of these is a place where you could stay if it's appropriate to you. We're just working our way in a little at a time. So bring your heels close enough that you can hold the big toe with your first two fingers. If this rounds your back, put your hands back on your shins or the floor. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Lock the thumb over the fingernails of your first two fingers. And then use the backs of your legs to support the action of your spine. We go. Three, 2, 1. Sit it up tall. Cross your legs. Build your seat. Heels under your knees. A circle. Inhale around the front. Exhale across the back. Close your eyes. Reverse. A little taller. 3, 2, and upright to inhale. Pause, heart up, chin in, and exhale. A breath in. Gather the heart up to chin in, lift the pelvic floor, pause, release. One more. The breath comes in. Be full, be tall. Lengthen the spine. Lift the pelvic floor. And release. These 10 bodies, just a quick reminder. We have a physical body. We have 3 mental bodies, the positive, the neutral, the negative. They influence how we perceive and respond to the world. But we have a soul, the soul body in the center of it all. Hands on chin, draw your navel forward, draw your navel back. Inhale, exhale. And we have energy bodies. The space around us, the nucleus of that outermost field, the subtle body, the pranic body, the radiant body, all these different layers. Let yourself fall apart and reassemble as needed. Inhale forward, exhale back, eyes closed. Stay very tall. Use your core muscles to draw yourself forward and back and up at the same time. There we go. So keeping this, we'll move it on to kneeling and change the pelvis and let the spine move a little more fully. 3, 2, 1, up we go. Shins down. A block between your heels, or heels on your seat on your heels, or on a chair. Hands on thighs. Return. Forward and back. Eyes closed. We go. Three, two, one. Inhale, heart up. Just pause. Gather the pelvic floor up. Gather the heart up, the chin in. Just feel the fullness and then release. Come to stand. Feet wide. Fingertips to your shoulders, little bend in the knees. Inhale left, exhale right. Elbows rising, that little ½ inch higher. Turn from the feet, from the navel. Three, two, one. Center. Inhale. Hands up. Pause. Reach. And on your exhale, widen down. Prana is the energy of the universe. the movement, the life force of all things, animate and inanimate. You have a pranic energy body, the relationship between your physical body and the prana of the universe. It is organized, handled, healed. Wag your tail, shake your hands, put your fingertips to your shoulders, lift your elbows and down. Inhale, exhale. The life force. So we have a physical body, tissues, bones, cells, structures, organs, beautiful humming systems. But what's humming? What keeps them humming? Why are they humming? It's the prana, right? It's in our food, it's in our breath, it's in our emotions. It has a life of its own, and its life runs through your life, and it is why you have life. So you have a pranic body. Give it a hint of a smile. Soften. Tenderness is mighty. Enable that pranic body. Enable that possibility of life in every nook and cranny, in every relationship, in every memory. It's hard to imagine that we could have energy in our past, in our future, in our opinions, in our plans. Bringing the elbows a little higher, opening the backs of the arms, the shoulders, move from the navel. Inhale, exhale. Three, two, hands up high, interlacing, reaching, and down. Inhaling up and down. Take your time. Take your time. So we acknowledge the physical body. We perceive the action and the reaction with support, with care and concern, and then with a higher perspective of neutrality. Give it breath, and let it be strong, clear, and free. Inhale up, exhale down. See it through. Three, two, one. 3 more sips in. Hold hard up, chin in, reaching up and down, heels and hands, and widen. field of the aura, the protection and projection of the arc line, the pranic body receiving and integrating with the life force all around us and through us, to the subtle body, bring it down. The subtle body is what stitches the soul to this reality. It is the place where our teachings travel through time. Amazing. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Subtle body, aware of our ancestry. The way our teachings will reach others even when we are gone. How that relates to us right now. We are leaving an imprint on the world, and the world is imprinted on us. Feel this. Keep the breath, but reverse. Inhale right, exhale left. Three, two, one. Both shoulders up, both shoulders down. Inhale up, exhale down. Pause down, turning left and turning right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale left. Keep the movement, keep the breath, reverse. Inhaling right, exhaling left. Three, two, one. And find the center. We're given physical bodies to teach. They teach us about limits and suffering and power and dance and celebration and freedom and sensuality. And they're there to teach others. We teach through them. We teach to each other. We know each other through our bodies. how they move, what they say. So come into your body, come into your frog. If you choose, you lie on your back. 54 frogs is the count we're going for. Maybe that's it for today. Maybe that's your count for today. Maybe it's in next week. If you're doing it standing, heels on the blanket, toes out, heels point in, hands on blocks. All of it. You're just doing the best you can. Come into the physical body. Let it teach you. Be a student. It's okay. You're doing great. Hips up, heels up, look back. Right, Suki? Bend your knees, look forward. See if you can begin to bring your heart forward. You have to really sit your shoulder blades down. Inhaling your heels up, exhaling down. And we'll go for 54. And there's 10. Business as usual. No matter the clamor in your mind, no matter the clamor of the day, we show up and we move steadily, business as usual. And that foundation, that steadiness, keeps everything else steady so that change can occur. In whatever direction it's going to happen, we are the glue. This steadiness holds us, weaves us together. We are both absolutely steady and completely in motion, in evolution, in revolution. Inhale up, exhale down, 22. Notice when it gets noisy and just soften your expression, soften your experience. It might start to get loud. It might start to feel impossible. It might feel absolutely easy. Just observe. Do what you can do. Be tender and be mighty. Draw your heart through. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's done. And it's done. Set your blocks aside. Put your heels wider than your mat, your hands behind you, your heart up high, and knees wash side to side. Remembering, holding your radiance. The 10th body, the radiant body. The right knee down. The right hand high, a soft circle of the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist. Keep calling this movement up and through you and around you and beyond you. When you're ready, stay steady as you are, or reach back to your right outer ankle, heel toward hip. Releasing, changing sides, left knee falling down. Left hand, the circle of the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, gather it up and out. Pausing, letting it flow from knee to hand or reaching back. Outer ankle drawn towards your outer hip, left knee down. Chest high, wrap your shoulder blade back. Upright. Pause your playlist. Sit tall. The 11th body is the unification, the reassembly not only of all 10 bodies to the entirety of the self, but the self to the source. The 11th body is a return. Ekonkar, that which made me, I am made of that. Satanama, all things begin, all things continue, all things conclude, all things return. There is a balance, there is a flow, there is a continuum. We are a part of this. Siri Wahe Guru. Great thanks for such wisdom, a part of our lives, a part of this tradition, a part of this practice. Siri Wahe Guru. Sitting tall, eyes closed. If you choose, follow the coil of sound through the navel and up and out. 3 minutes. Ekongara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. Ekongara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. Ekonkara 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 Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. One more. Ekonkara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. Feel all that you are. Heart high, back of the neck long, steady and bright. You are a radiant soul. We are all radiant souls. May we expand with reverence and with respect. all that we are, all our differences, our raving, wild, beautiful, difficult differences. I am this. And you are this. And I respect your version so that you can respect mine. They are not equal or compared. They are not right. They are not wrong. I am learning. Come back to this sensation again and again as needed today. Take time. Hold yourself high. Great reverence for all that you are in all our varied ways. Hands high. Palms together. Thumbs to the forehead center. I am this Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace. Great peace. I will see you tomorrow. Sadhana. I will try to begin, I think, to turn everything on at 11:55 so that you can get set up and we can arrange ourselves with YouTube, etc. So if you choose, hop on. We'll see you soon.